Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So, been a lot of commotion in the community these past few days with High Voltage Overdrive and Kid Omega, and yeah, it's probably been the most turbulent time I have personally seen since Nexus events back in beta. And Second Dinner has responded, and well, I didn't really know what to expect from their response, but I expected it to be a lot better than this. And my expectations were pretty low. So let's read what they had to say about everything going on, talk about what it means for Marvel Snap. We want to thank everyone for providing your honest feedback about High Voltage Overdrive and its rewards, specifically Kid Omega. The intent behind Kid Omega's pricing was to offer players a significant discount off the price of a Series 5 card. Series 6, but sure. Using Volts. We set a precedent in previous limited time game modes, and we didn't clearly set new expectations which caused frustration. Moving forward, we'll set better expectations for event rewards, including when cards like Kid Omega will be added to the Series Pack pool, which will be next month. Our aim is for all new limited time game mode card rewards to hit their respective pools around 30 days after their debut. We'll continue to iterate when it comes to how limited time modes play and also how we structure their rewards. Our goal for all of these modes is to have something that players want to earn, regardless of their level of spend. Sometimes events will be more focused on free-to-play rewards, while other times they may include rewards that provide more purchase value. For the remainder of this edition of High Voltage Overdrive, we'll be sending a one-time delivery of 2,500 volts to players' inboxes due to some impactful bugs dampening volts and XP acquisition. It was also pointed out that it is cheaper to directly supplement volts for gold, as opposed to the more expensive mission refresh. That was unintended, and we'll look at fixing that in the future. To lead off improving our communication around events ahead of time, we'll be sharing details about next week's Sanctum Showdown very soon. Your feedback is not only helpful, but key to the future of Marvel Snap. This conversation isn't one and done. It evolves, just like the game, and your feedback helps shape it. We're committed to keeping that conversation open. It'll never be perfect for everyone, or in this case anyone, but our goal is fairness and transparency. As someone who essentially talks for a living, it's pretty rare I read something and feel like I don't really have the words to accurately express how I feel about it. This is one of those moments. I really just don't know what to say. I thought it would be pretty unlikely they met this moment with what they needed to make things work out here. But it really wasn't, but something this bad, I didn't think was really possible. I didn't think a response could be so comedically bad. I really didn't. Clearly, I have underestimated this company. For context, 2,500 volts is about 500 gold. So what do we call that? Like $5, $7, something like that. That is the amount of response and compensation, purely due to bugs, by the way, which could very easily lose you more than 2,500 volts. But yeah, man, I don't know. This shit has never been more over. It is so fucking over. Welcome to the new era of Marvel Snap. Welcome to the embracing of pay to win in Marvel Snap. What else is there to say, man? What else is there to say? I've been around here the whole time, man. I've been here for all the controversies, the good, the bad. And I really don't think I've ever read a more tone-deaf response. I really don't. I didn't expect the resolution to all this to be easy, or even to be one that was met with overwhelming, praise. Even if they went so far as to give people the fucking card, I think there still would have been some bumps along the road for people. But 2,500 volts, 1/20th of Kid Omega. That is, that's got to be one of the decisions of all time right there. And I'm trying to think of what else I can say here. It's like, I can't even like express the accurate amount of like anger reading something like this makes me feel. It's just like, it's just too much. It just is too much. The company's only made what, a bit over $250 million, you know, chump change. Clearly they need to extract as much money from the whales that they can get. And I don't really know what else we can do to prevent stuff like this from happening. Frankly, doesn't really seem like there is anything we can do. The only thing I can do is something I thought I wouldn't ever do as a content creator, and say, if you are not satisfied with this, I would heartily recommend reviewing the game with your feelings and uninstalling it. That's really the only message I think you can send to the greedy fucks at this incompetent joke of a company. Like, what else is there? Clearly, words don't really mean very much to them. I think action might. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. If you want to not pay attention to this and enjoy playing some free-to-play Snap and trying to ignore all the shitty stuff, I would not hold that against you. Do what you think you should do. I'm not in the business of life advice. But if you want your voice to be heard, actions go a lot longer of a way here. I don't see this being a game and company and content that is going to be sustainable for me to focus on in the long term if these are the decisions they're making. It just doesn't seem like a good outcome. So this might very well just be the beginning of the end for me doing content around this game, because I don't feel good about it if this is going to be the company I am promoting. I just don't. Really, what this response says to me is they're sorry we feel this way. They're not sorry about what they did. They're not sorry about the actions they're going to take again as a company doing this kind of thing. They're sorry you don't like it. And they're sorry it's a little buggier than they thought it was gonna be. I mean, talk about not meeting the moment, man. It's the bar was low, but holy fuck, it's under the ground. The bar is at the core of the earth with this post. Like, it's just so fucking pathetic. And whatever happens in the wake of all this, I hope it was worth it. I hope squeezing that 9,000 gold out of fucking 15 people was worth it for them, and the terrible shadow it is going to cast over the game for who knows how long, if not the rest of the game's life, which at this rate might not be very long. So yeah, I'm not sure what else I have to really say about this. The smart thing for me to do would probably be to channel some of this disappointment and anger and make this a pretty long video flaming the devs and the company and all this stuff and farming that ad revenue. But I'm so at a loss, I don't even think I can do that, man. I don't really want to do that because it just doesn't do anything. It's just so over, bros. It's so fucking over. It has never been more over. So all I can really do is to say, if you are half as upset, a quarter of upset, or maybe way more upset about this than I am, I'd say you should do anything in your power to hit him in the only place Second Dinner is capable of feeling, which is the wallet. I'm sure this response is going to lead to many players and creators reevaluating their relationship with the game and this company. I know it is certainly going to make me reevaluate mine. So what I'm going to do, instead of taking the next 10 or 20 minutes to talk about this more, is I'm just going to pretty much wrap it up here and go do anything else. What I'm going to do is pretty much wrap it up here and go do pretty much anything else enjoyable to enjoy my Friday and my weekend. Because I'm sure this is something that is going to be talked about for quite a while in this community. So I'm going to give myself some time to think more on my thoughts before I really, go all in on all those thoughts and feelings, rather than just kind of lash out while this news is very fresh. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of the content I do that has nothing to do with the greedy fucks at Marvel Snap and Second Dinner, check the link in the description below for the new channel. One last thing I wanted to put in while editing this video before closing it off. So I'm going to leave you with some valuable life advice that I think is very applicable with this game and far outside it. It's something I've found to be very helpful and pretty true. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. This is Second Dinner telling you who they are. You should believe them. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.